Hey, Eagle Run 2-3 here. The last couple of weeks I've been able to find some 22. It has been hard off and on to find it, but the last couple of months I haven't had any trouble. I scored a couple of these at Walmart. They were in the $8 or $9 range for 100 rounds of the standard velocity. These are always a little bit more expensive. I've actually been able to find some of the stingers as well. Also, these have been available for the most part. These are the primer only rounds, and I shoot these with my daughter in her little 22 Cricket, and they just have primer only. There's no gunpowder. They're pretty fun to shoot. They just pop right out. You really don't even need to wear hearing protection. It's kind of like a cap gun, but they actually shoot out there pretty good. I shot some steel with them, and they'll ring the steel a little bit, so that's good. These are a higher velocity, and so they'll work in 22 pistols, and they'll also cycle the action in like a 1022, or I have a Marlin Model 60 as well, and they'll cycle that. So I picked up those. I think those were around $4 a box. And then they had these for $2.99, $3 a box. I think I got these at Academy Sports the other day. The only limits they have right now is 1,000 rounds. You can't buy more than 1,000 rounds. So I picked up these at Academy the other day just because they had them. I don't really need any 22, but couldn't get it there for a while, and so kind of hard not to buy it when you see it. Anyway, I don't know if it's across the country, but the Walmart here in Texas has 22, and I found it at Academy and been able to find it almost anywhere I've looked. So I've been buying a little bit here and there. 22 long rifle is on the list of ammo that I do stockpile. I have several thousand rounds of it. I guess I won't say exactly how much I have. It's not a number meant to brag. It's just something that I do for preparation standpoint. I have several guns that shoot it, and I definitely recommend that you have a 22 in your arsenal. But anyway, just a quick video here on the 22 long rifle. It looks like it's no longer in shortage, and over the last couple of months it's been able to find it here at the end of 2016. Some of these I bought back in November, and a couple of these I picked up the other day at Academy. But here's just a couple samples for you. So I showed you the 22 LR that I found the last couple weeks here. I've also got a few other things in that I wanted to show you. In my range bag video, I showed that I had a need for a little trauma pack, and I found these on Amazon. I got a few of them. I'm going to put this in there. I'll also put one in my truck bag. I have a video on what's in my truck bag as well. Check that video out. This video is going to have a bunch of links to it. So I recommend these. I have not ever had to use one, thankfully, but they are recommended for any sort of trauma. And when you play with guns like I do, you hope nothing happens, and you try to be as safe as possible. But should something happen, you also want to be prepared for that. I think that's also equally a part of being a responsible gun owner. So I picked up a couple of these. They're like $19, I think. And again, you hope you never have to use it, but I'm going to leave it sealed in this bag. There's no reason to open it. But it's got quick clot, so it stops bleeding, and they come recommended. I've seen these, a bunch of guys like these. So I picked up some of those. I also got this thing. I have some propane, and I have some larger propane tanks, and I just realized that this is like $9 on Amazon. This will allow you to fill the smaller propane tanks. So the little camp stoves that take the smaller propane tanks, this will allow you to fill them. It'll also work on some of the other propane tanks. Like this is one I keep at my bench. I actually have two of these. This one's empty, but from what I understand, this will allow me to fill those as well. So I'm going to try that out. There's a technique where you have to turn your big propane over and all that kind of stuff to get the liquid to come out the bottom. But I'll play with it and show you how to do it if you don't know. There are some videos on YouTube about how to do that. So I don't really have anything unique there, but I can show you, I guess, if I make a mistake or something. But for $9, I feel like this might be kind of handy. Those little propane tanks are kind of expensive, and when you go camping, you kind of use them up, and there's really not anything you can do with them once they're empty. You can't fill them at the propane fill stations, and they're just kind of a waste after they're empty. And then you probably saw this on one of my knife sharpening videos, but I picked up this little digital angle finder. It has a magnet in the bottom of it, and I'm looking forward to this. It was going to replace one that I've been using that was not digital, and I'm going to use it on my table saw. I've been using it for sharpening knives, checking my angles, and so that thing's pretty handy. This was like $15–16 on Amazon, and so far it's worked pretty well, and it appears to be very accurate, so that's great. I like it when there's cool technology that's not super expensive. So, all right, Eagle 123, thanks for watching.